Be quiet. We roll, man. We the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta loosen up. Uh, Welcome to Conversations in the Trap. I'm your host, Move Work Need Free. This is my guest co-host for the night, Joshua Hooten. He didn't want me to say his name. He got Lawrence and Ford and Wilmore, Kentucky. So, and tonight our special guest is Adam Kidd. Y'all doing all right?
Doing
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an opinionated show, and his opinion is his opinion, his opinion is his opinion. I want to keep my opinion off camera most of the time. I'm just the host. I'm just here to narrate the story. So, our first hot topic for the night is Andy Beshear signs 2 executive orders that'll take place January the 1st, 2023. The first order allows Kentuckians diagnosed with certain conditions to possess and use small amounts of medical cannabis legally purchased in another state. So don't try to go across state lines and get that bag and bring it back if you don't have a license. Interstate trafficking. We see about 6 to 9. So are you guys in agreement with the legalization of medical marijuana?
Absolutely. I do. I like the idea of it. I think they should decriminalize marijuana throughout. Marijuana is not a drug to me. It's drugs you make them in the kitchen.
Okay.
You buy them off the shelves, go to your doctor. Those are drugs.
Right. Go to the liquor store.
You go to the liquor store, yeah. That's one of the biggest drugs. Yeah. But I like it. I really do.
How about you, Mr. Kidd?
Yeah, I have to say I'm 100% on this one. I think it was a real gutsy move by the governor, and I think he really showed the legislator what he means. I think for years now we watched the legislature drop the ball on this one. And I think this is his way of giving them the finger. Hopefully it gives a little motivation for them to do the right thing, which is go ahead and just legalize it. Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, we're way overdue.
Now, let's say they do legalize it. Do you all think that people incarcerated should have their sentence amended, be released, or what?
Absolutely. I mean, you take something that marijuana is a Schedule I narcotic.
Heroin,
it puts it right there with heroin, fentanyl, and all of that. So you got a mass incarceration. You got to think about how much money the state has made off of incarcerating people for marijuana. People get lifetime sentences for 20, 30 grams of marijuana, and you go out here and kill or rape somebody, and you're home in 10. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, you want my honest one on this one?
Oh, yeah. That's what we do on here.
Man, absolutely. So, we're backpedaling now. So we say, oh, marijuana is illegal. It's so bad for you. It's killing kids. Then we're rounding those same kids up and we're putting them in jail. And all of a sudden, marijuana is good for us now. Yeah. We can make money on it now.
Yeah.
So, of course, man, those people got to get out of jail. We got to reduce their sentences. We need to look at all the people that are sitting with misdemeanor charges and felony charges. And, man, we need to be amending all of those. Give them their lives back, because all of a sudden we changed our mind and we realized that marijuana's not a drug.
Right.
Duh. Yeah, it wasn't a drug 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Why should people still be suffering for it?
It's legal in the state, but federally it's still against the law, and I do believe they got to pay taxes on it. So how come you guys don't think the feds don't come in on these shops?
Because they're making money off of it.
They're making money too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you might not be able to take marijuana money and put it in the J.P. Morgan bank, but you get a governor or a senator or somebody with some money to start up a bank in a small town, then yeah, you're going to funnel your money through there. I mean, I don't know exactly how they move their money around, but somebody's getting paid.
I mean, we always put this one in the category of they haven't made it federally legal yet because they haven't figured out how to make the most money off of it yet. So just give it a little bit of time, and we'll see it as soon as they figure out how to get their penny on it.
It's coming, huh?
Yeah, it's coming.
All right. Our second hot topic for the night. Why doesn't the city of Winchester have better restaurants? I've seen a plethora of people on, you're from Winchester talking about restaurants. And then what I will say is I've seen people saying Applebee's is to blame for there not being new restaurants. I've seen people say let's boycott Applebee's. And then I thought, I know like at least a month ago, the owner of Fat Burger was selling his business and people was complaining about, Why would you sell your business during the holidays when people need money and you taking people's jobs? Well, I thought, well, if you go boycott Applebee's, then you're stopping the people in there that's working from getting their paycheck. But who am I to bring that up? So why doesn't the city of Winchester have better restaurants?
Go ahead.
Man, so first on this one, this is the age-old everything Winchester. It's not fair to blame Applebee's for working out a really good deal with the city. I'm sure whenever that deal was struck, Winchester probably thought it couldn't do anything else.
Couldn't do no better. Huh?
Couldn't do any better than the Applebee's. And so they said, oh, God, we got to get something. Let's get the Applebee's. So don't get mad at Applebee's for it. That's not their fault. They were just doing good business.
Right.
Man, the real problem is, like, why do we keep applying that same thing to everything? It's not just restaurants. We can do better.
Yeah.
So how do we take Applebee's with the restrictions we've got and get more restaurants? That's the real problem. Because I don't want to see Applebee's go under any more than I want to see Fatburger, any more than I want to see Engine House go out of business. Man, we need them all.
Yeah.
So that's the real question. How does our city, the government, get us more restaurants?
I think I've always heard that it lies within the city commissioner's hands. I'm not real sure if that's true or not, but the whole sign violation, the whole sign deal, they say that you can't put a sign on the interstate no taller than such and such feet or whatever. That's not going to draw anybody in. And then back on the backhand of
You're
it.
talking about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. On the backhand of it, I think there's somebody uptown that has ownership in Applebee's or invested somewhere to where if they was to bring another restaurant in, then they would have to own it. Like Mr. Dodson, he owned all the Steak and Shakes. And
Do you think it's fair how people bash him on that? You know, you from Winchester.
Nah, I don't think it's
Looking
fair.
out for his best interest with his business dealings.
Nah, I don't think it's fair. I just think I think he has to be, anybody that is elected needs to be more transparent. You know, I think we should be able to look at all of their dealings, because if not, then who's to say where the money comes from? Who's to say where the money goes?
Man, I put this one right in. Talking about him, talking about any politician, and in regards to their business that they do. Man, if you truly believe all those things, put your money where your mouth is, vote with your pocketbook. Don't eat at those businesses.
Right.
Don't go to those businesses.
Yeah.
Go to the other restaurants. Make them boom. Make
Right.
them prosperous. And it sends a pretty loud message. But all getting online and just talking
It
doesn't solve
and still
nothing.
going to those places.
And then
spending
90% of those people are on DoorDash, ordering from Applebee's, ordering from Steakhouse. You know,
because they don't want to get seen in the market.
Yeah.
Man, the power of that dollar bill changed a whole lot.
We had a conversation at work earlier, and I was telling the guys, I was like, the only real way to get those people in power to listen is to mess with their money.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody in Winchester was to say, all right, we're not going to Walmart today. For a week or a month, we're going to go to the dollar store. You know, and Walmart would be online calling people. You know, they would be.
They would say, "Excuse me,
what's going on? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like
How
it would be a panic if you didn't go to Kroger's, if you didn't go to Walmart, you went to the downtown shops that sell the little loaves of bread and stuff like that. Oh man, they would lose their mind.
So if you're watching this right now and you want to make a statement, take your dollar elsewhere and see what happens. See what type of reaction you get. Our third and final hot topic for the night. People say, this is not me right here. I said people say the powers that be in Winchester is the reason there's nothing to do here. No bowling alley, no community pool, no laser tag, no like Lex Lab, no like main event. All we have is the movies. How come we aren't growing?
Old money. They scared to lose it. They scared to take chances. The only way that we generate money is to have something to do. There's nothing to do in Winchester. It's okay for you to put they have 4 flower shops on Main Street.
4?
Well, I'm just saying.
Nah,
yeah. You know, they have 2 sandwich shops on Main Street. Like, how are you going to generate money off of that? You know, you ain't got no arcade games. The only way to bring, when I was younger, there was 3 arcade games on Main Street. We had Blue Rack, we had Wildcat, and we had the Playhouse Pool Room. You know, and they stayed fat.
Was you sneaking in there?
Yeah.
Sneaking in the back door.
Yeah, they had, I mean, it was always money spent on Main Street. They took those things out, and then you have Mom and Pop's Grill, Daddy and Uncle's Grill. It's like, you're not going to eat if you ain't got nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why we take all our money to Lexington. We take all our money to Richmond. We take all our money to Mount Sterling. We have no shops. We have nothing.
I'm gonna say, I'm being unpopular on night number 1. I'm gonna say it's everybody's fault.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's your fault. You did it. What we have to remember all the time is powers that be. That's a big phrase.
Yeah.
They're not really powers. Like, we're talking about Winchester, 18,000 people, and a city commission that paves the roads and sidewalks, or maybe they do that. I'm waiting, but man, like, get involved. Man, you want bowling alleys, you want laser tag, you want arcades, whatever. Tell people about it. Come to me. I'll work my butt off building new things in this town, and I have for years now. If it's new, we've had our hand in it. Like, man, get involved. Tell these people what you want. Stop letting them make the decisions for you.
Right.
You know, tell them, like, what is it going to take to build a bowling alley? Well, what's it going to take? They're going to have to fix some of the rules. They can't start use building code, you know, from 1970. I mean, we're going to need to tell them we want better.
Yeah.
But that's not their responsibility. They're just going to stay in default. That's you.
My thing about the whole thing is, I don't know if it's a complaint or not, but you know, we had a community pool over here, right? For the community, we used it, surrounding neighborhoods, Cambridge apartments, you know. It was big over here. You could wake up in your neighborhood as a kid, ride your bike, get your cousins, friends, walk or ride bikes to the pool. Now, you know, these days when a kid wakes up, if their parent don't give them a ride, they got a chance to take that chance of crossing the street on Lexington Avenue at 11, 10:30, 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the day to get across that road just to go swimming. Now, I don't know if it's the city, Parks and Rec, who it is that's responsible, who tore it down, why it's not being rebuilt. Do you think we need a community pool?
Yes. I think we need a community pool because what is the use of having an indoor pool when it's 90 degrees outside? And then you can only go swimming from 10 to 12 and then from 4 to 6. Everything else is aerobics, water aerobics, or the school is practicing.
It's as good as having a skate park in Likens Park. So you can take your tractor and your skateboard and you can go, you know, hit the half pipe.
Yeah.
Man, like, this is, I put it the same thing. A community pool, yeah, absolutely. Almost every city, every community's got one. Lexington's got, they used to have a half dozen.
Yeah.
Man, like, what the solution is, man, if there was 10 people at every city commission meeting that stood up at the beginning for comments and said, damn, we want a community pool, make it happen. That's their job. They're supposed to listen to that, and they're supposed to build you a pool.
Yeah. So how do we know when the meetings are?
Man, that's a great one. They are on Tuesdays, almost every other Tuesday. They have a meeting at 5:30. Anybody can come. Literally, any person can come
We're
down.
taking What's Up Win City to the meetings.
Well, I'm hushed up because I just look at him, and that's a power move that we can do and get that stuff done, bro. They're going to get rid of one of us.
I always say before every meeting, like, if you don't see me for a few days, check the basement, City Hall. They got me chained up in the dungeon.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, all serious, I mean, that is what their job is. And they're not bad people. I mean, they've been doing it a long time, and I promise you, if you had new, fresh faces down there every single week saying, man, we want a pool, we want a bowling alley, we want things, they'll come to people like me, they'll come to people like my business partner, they'll come to some of the other people and they'll say, Adam, we got to get a bowling alley, they're going to kill us. And we'll figure out a way to make it happen. But unless the community steps up,
yeah,
man, it's not going to happen.
I'm going to tell you one, my bad.
No, go ahead.
One I asked a city commissioner, Shannon Cox, probably about 4 years ago. I walked up on him in Lowe's and I asked him, I said, so why don't we have a swimming pool? And he told me? He told me that the reason that Winchester don't have a swimming pool is because Lexington closed all of theirs down. Lexington done a study saying that nobody goes to the community pools anymore. I said, what the hell does that have to do with Winchester?
That was sacred for this neighborhood, that community pool.
Yes.
People that didn't even go swimming, man. You sat up under that tree and just hung out.
Dude, man, it's not even true either. We still take our dog to Woodland Park's pool.
And community, Lexington opened up like 4 new pools this
Yeah.
year. I was like, what?
Man, Lexington's got enough money. What they not remember too is they closed a lot of their pools because a lot of the individual neighborhoods paid to have pools put in.
Right.
You go to Andover, pool.
Yeah.
You go to Veterans Park, pool. They put their own pools in.
Right.
And so the city started closing their parks down because they didn't need them anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because the communities started paying for their own pools.
Right. Okay.
So let's hope we don't have to start a fundraiser because I think it's going to take us a while here in Winchester.
It's probably what it's looking like, a fundraiser, and then will y'all match? Will y'all match what we got or
I'm
something?
downtown with my can, with the pennies for the pool campaign.
Post your cash at. Now this is the part of the show. Hey, you want to tell about your sweater real quick?
Oh yeah. Harvest. God will provide. GP Life. Owned by Quanah and Stephen Miller. Go shop.
Now this is the part of the show where we introduce our guests. But see, I don't even know why you laugh like that. Don't worry about it, bro. I'll tell you about it after the show, Adam. I'll let the guests introduce themselves.
Keep doing one of these.
So
That's my Richard Nixon. I'm not a crook.
So tonight we have Adam Kidd. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself.
I'm Adam Kidd, and anybody that's been downtown has probably seen me. I usually look fairly homeless. I'm covered in crap, and that crap is our own crap here in Winchester. I don't import it. I can find it right here in the downtown. But in all seriousness, in the wintertime, I get pretty scruffy looking. So, you can avoid me. You can come say hi. It's either one. I don't take it personal anymore. But what we came here to do years ago is we're developers, man. We've done a bunch of the buildings downtown, the buildings that have got businesses in them.
Okay.
We're not the only ones. I'm not taking all the credit, but we are trying real hard, man, to put businesses back in the downtown. We've moved, and 4 years ago, the city doesn't like me to say this part because it makes them look bad. But in 4 years, we brought 26 new businesses to Winchester.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, man, straight up. We're hustlers. My business partner lives out in Montana. He does the same thing that I do. He just does it out there.
Man, I've been watching, sorry to cut you off, I've been watching Yellowstone. I'm taking a trip to Montana.
Dude, man, he is like out of that movie Hat and all.
Yeah,
running the dog sled.
I'm halfway there right now.
So, man, we're a bunch of crazy young guys stupid enough to work on these buildings. And we're weird in the fact that, man, we don't just work on the buildings, we work on the community too. We tried to throw our own little music festival this year on Broadway. That was super fun. We've tried to plug in every which way we can to bring some culture, some life back in the town because you talked about it earlier, old money. For so long, everybody's just taken from the town and people haven't put anything back into it yet. There's a reason I look homeless. It's because all my money goes back into the town and my pants have holes because I can't buy new ones just yet. So
it's a lot doing their job.
Appreciate it,
yeah, man, it's gonna pay off one day. We're gonna keep at it. But that also means that, like I said earlier, I'm down at the city meetings. You got an idea, you want to make it happen, come talk to me. That's what we do is, man, we build people's dreams. We make money when other people make money. So you got some fantastic idea, sit down with me. Let's make it happen. That's what my job is. I make other people's dreams happen.
Man, I'm going to be in your inbox like crazy with ideas.
That's too many dreams. Too many dreams.
All right, so what are some changes you would like to see in Winchester, Kentucky?
Oh, you're asking me?
Oh, yeah.
Man, changes. Young people. Oh, my gosh. I can't go 1 week doing business in Lexington without running into somebody that's from Winchester that says, the best thing that ever happened in my life is I moved out of Winchester. Man, we need the young people back. That means we got a lot of work to do. We got to build a town that people want to be here and be proud to be here. But man, we have got to start doing stuff for the young people and not just for the old people. We're going to run out of old people eventually. And they'll just be us sitting on this couch hanging out. But in all seriousness, I said, man, things I want to do is I want the vibrancy. I want the life.
Right.
I want kids activities. I want young adult activities.
Yeah.
Because they spend money.
Well, you know what happened when they closed down the businesses? They upgraded the police force. I mean, they started coming out with flip-flop trucks, and they got 19 SUVs,
Tahoes
and
now, man.
Tahoes, and brand new Escalades, and
Big bike.
yeah, they did it big. Y'all took all our pool and pool tables and all the arcade games out and gave it all to the Winchester Police Department. Shout out to the Winchester Police Department too. Some of y'all be doing a good job.
Yeah, I agree on that one, man. Some of you guys have been real good to me. Other ones, we're working on it, but
yeah,
something good.
Because I don't want to be pulled over after I leave here.
This is an opinionated show, and as you see, they gave their opinions. I kept mine to myself.
I give you 2 thumbs up.
Could our downtown Winchester be better, and if so, how?
I think just listening. If the people down there that owns the business would listen to people like us and just take our ideas into consideration, I mean, just give us a chance. If it works, it works. If it don't, then you can say that, look, man, we gave y'all a chance. Now we're going back to our old ways. So yeah, I think it could be better.
Man, we make our money. Where we're successful is through failure.
Okay.
What failure means is we took a risk and it didn't work out. But eventually, we're going to take that risk that it does work out and it pays off.
Yeah.
And that's what we need down here. If we keep doing the same old thing over and over and over again, man, nothing's going to change. That's common sense. It just doesn't change.
Yeah.
So we need to take some risks and we need to fail as many times as possible, as quickly as possible, so we can get some good stuff. And it may take a while, man, but we can't be afraid. So can Winchester be better? Absolutely it can. But it's that same thing I was saying earlier. Like, people have got to get involved. You've got to go to the meetings. This is a small town. These are your neighbors that are running this town. Man, tell them what you want.
Yeah.
Like that, we see these people on the streets all the time. Ask them a question like, "Why are you doing this?" Or "Why do we not have a Cracker Barrel?"
Right.
"Why did you not make that happen for me?" I love pancakes.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
I don't want no Cracker Barrel. No offense. Boy, I went to a Cracker Barrel one time. Boy, I said, you know what? I ordered, I paid for it, and you just give it to somebody else.
Cracker Barrel serves beer now.
They do.
They serve.
Jacket came from Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, so to me, community means a lot. I really want to see our community strive. I really want to see what we can do in building our community. What does the community mean to you?
Man, community is what it's going to take for me to be successful. We, and when I say successful, man, I mean like happy, enjoying my job. I absolutely love walking down the street and having positive conversations with people. That's going well. This is doing great. Keep up the good work, Adam. Those kinds of things. We say in our business all the time, like, our success is tied to Winchester's success. And when we're saying success, we're talking about the community.
Right.
When this community becomes proud of itself again, well, man, we're successful. So I'm so proud of the fact that we have a new community that's coming out of the woodwork. The young people are stepping up. And I'm proud to be a part of that group, man, because I need the help. And it's good to know that there are people that have got my back in the endeavors that we're doing.
Right.
So yeah, man, my community is my friends, it's my family. Man, you guys are going to be stuck in it here soon.
Okay.
Man, community is everything.
If I ain't looking from behind the glass after this episode right here.
So
Check City Hall.
In reading your profile, I noticed that you went to Catholic University, was it?
Oh, Christian University.
Christian University.
Yeah,
So
we're off-brand Catholic. That's what we are.
So what is faith to you? What is your religion mean to you?
Oh man, this is the real hot topic issues tonight. Man, I was raised in a Baptist household. I went to a Christian high school, and that was all that I knew for a really long time. And man, it's something I'm still trying to understand today. What is that role to me? Personally, me, man, I don't participate in organized religion. You won't find me on a church on Sundays.
Okay.
Just like we were talking about communities earlier, that's not a community that I ever really thrived in.
True. Yeah.
Won't find me in one either.
Yeah.
My girl,
Hey, man, I
we
like
go.
him already. We got some of the same opinions, man.
We're in a Baptist household right now. We stupid in a Baptist school. Y'all be careful what's going to start swinging on
Yeah,
me.
as I walked down the street as a kid, Bibles were liable to come flying at me. That's just how it was.
Yeah.
But man, churches, just like anything else, are groups of people, and there's good groups of people, and there's bad groups of people.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying don't go to church. I'm just saying the churches I went to may not have been the best ones.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
For me, but man, everybody do their own thing. That's
You know,
what I have to say about church.
No, I got baptized in 2010.
Boy, we got lit after you got baptized.
Yeah, we got drunk too.
I'll never forget that. Boy, I had 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, I got baptized in 2000.
Is that a Catholic baptism?
Baptist. So yeah, I got baptized in 2010. I started reading more for myself, more of the Bible for myself. Now my understanding of God is different from a lot of other people. Like me, when I talk to God how I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't cut no corners. I don't ask him for a lot of stuff. I just tell him everything that I'm thankful for and hopes that he would guide me through tomorrow. But when I got baptized, I started reading for myself and I got an understanding of the whole, I'm going to say, structural thing of the church. Everything the structure says about the church to me goes against everything that they read out of that book. Just to me. The stone carvings and the wood carvings and Jesus was born on December the 25th. All that, yeah, that's...
He was white too.
Yeah.
And he's from Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania. Yeah. But so and also in reading your profile, I noticed that you had a little style. Now in the beginning, you told me that was just a suit that your wife had picked out for you, but I was digging the hat, man. I was kind of hoping that you was gonna wear it, man.
Man, I have a lot of different hats I put on. And so, yes, every once in a while, I was just talking to one of my guys before I came here that I work with a lot. Cool dude. And he caught me on the sidewalk the other day in full trench coat, my coat and tie. And it just depends on where I'm going to work for that day. Some days I got a plunger. Other days I got a briefcase.
Yeah.
Some days I put the plunger in the briefcase.
Just in case.
Yeah, and sometimes I got to have the crucifix. I got to warn off all the demons. But no, man, I used to have style. I've had long hair down to my back. I've had a beard like ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Man, I've had shaved head. Yeah, I do try to wear my pimp suit every once in a while.
Yeah.
That is my new favorite suit.
Yeah.
She might have picked it up. I'm gonna be wearing it all summer.
That's right.
You'll see me down at Labor Day in my suit. I'm gonna be super proud of that, and I'll even wear the
You
hat.
think they're going to have Labor Day this year? Next year?
Yeah, let's hope so.
Do you think are they combining Labor Day with Pioneer Festival?
Nothing would make me happier than to have one really awesome, cool
Big
event. Community event, man.
Yeah.
Let's put the community together and have one good event.
So we got some people over here in this community that kind of sold us out along the way. I ain't gonna say no names,
His opinion.
but these are facts.
I'm
Right.
ignorant.
Yeah. They sold us out. Yeah, they sold us out. Like they tore down the American Legion and put a bank down there. Now, from my understanding, from a lot of old vets, the American Legion was never supposed to be tore down. I think, and I also heard, this is just word of mouth from people that was pissed off about it. They said that the city was supposed to rebuild, or someone was supposed to rebuild the American Legion. People in my community tend to just talk and never take action. So that's why I think things don't get done. But how do we say, okay, so we find a perfect candidate to put in a spot to where they'll talk for us. How do we know, or how can we
There is no
ensure?
perfect candidate to talk for us, because I mean, then you're going into, it's like picking a politician. You're going to pick somebody from the neighborhood to be a spokesperson for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You're going to have half the neighborhood that like him. You're going to have half the neighborhood that hates him.
Man.
So there's no way that you're going to even get a vote.
And if you're me, just about everybody doesn't like me at some point or
I
another.
mean, you see my whole life.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
When they think they can get a discount, I'm everybody's best friend, but
Ain't that crazy? They'll ask you for a discount, but won't go out there and argue with Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
I had a friend. He was in something he had no business doing. He always say, "Well, McDonald's lets you get a burger on credit." You can't go to McDonald's right now and see if you get a burger on credit. If you can't, come back. I got you. All right, quick question. I seen on that, you from Winchester, people talk about the people in charge. Does anybody know who is the people in charge?
Man, I do. I know them real well. I
Okay.
pester them all the time.
Okay.
We just had an election, and so I know a lot of people you're from Winchester and other places are wanting me to give commentary about our current city government. Man, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. We just had an election. We got some new people in charge. We have one new person that we've never seen before. We've seen all the other ones. I hate to say that,
Right.
but we've seen them all in one shape, way, or form. Well, we've got one new gal. Her name is Hannah Toole. She's super sharp. She's a young person.
Classmate.
Yeah.
She's a good lady. She's been really kind to me. So I give her top marks.
So what does she do?
She's a city commissioner here in Winchester.
Okay.
She's really involved. She helped organize Legacy Grove Nights, the music up at Legacy Grove.
Yeah, okay.
That was her thing.
I would have voted for you, Hannah, but they took them privileges years ago. So, I almost forgot. Talk about the petition that's written up.
Man, this petition is going to get me killed, I think. I have to say I'm super proud of the community all over the place. Not community, which side of the road you're on, whatever. This whole town, in regards to this petition that went around, stepped up. I think there was almost, by the time we took it to the city, there was almost 300 signatures. And I know it's kept going online and people have been calling me wanting to sign in person. This petition was that the downtown association, we'll call it that. It's called Winchester First, but it's one of the city's little groups that they put together that does stuff downtown. I know they do stuff downtown.
For them.
So
yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it.
He said it.
Yeah, me. Mm-hmm.
Man, they were trying to, after months of the business owners, not the politicians, the business owners coming and saying it's not working. This is not what we want. We don't want to do this anymore. The city said pretty much, we know best. You guys are wrong. We were pushing for them to get rid of the paid position. They were paying somebody like $40,000 a year and benefits to do downtown stuff. And so they said to us, great, we're going to get rid of it. So they changed the name of the organization, they changed the job title, and they went ahead with it anyway. They were doing one of these like, oh, you guys look over here.
Yeah.
And we found out about it. So we started a petition. We got a bunch of signatures. We brought that to the city, and they ignored it completely. But I do appreciate absolutely everybody in Winchester doing the right thing, which was stepping up. And whether you wanted it or you didn't want it or you just wanted to know more about it, man, like this whole town was on fire about it. And it was great. That's exactly what we need. It doesn't matter which side you were on. Like, I need you guys to get involved.
Right. So well, this is what I think we need to do.
But we just paid $50,000 for some stuff.
Yeah, on Mondays when they have don't they have grand jury on Mondays? Uptown? Mondays or Tuesdays? Is it Thursdays?
Yeah.
So on Thursdays, grand jury.
What is grand jury?
Indictments and all of
What
that.
he's talking
No.
about.
I'm just saying we need to go up there and make noise. Make it to where they are uncomfortable. They have to come outside their building and hear what we need to say. So everybody that signed that petition, let's do this. Every once a week, we get together, we go out there and we chant and yell and scream at the people of town.
I'm all about it. He's gonna organize it right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
And we need Winchester Police Department to help us out because we pay y'all to protect us. So we need y'all to help us out.
Hey, I was trying to lobby to pay the police department, the fire department, even more money. Because I thought that was even better. Let's get better police officers, better Tahoes. We need better fire department. We need a fire department. That'd be great. Rather than spending
engine houses,
rather than $50,000 on downtowny stuff.
The $50,000 is the salary that's going to the events, and the average firefighter makes $37,000.
11 something an hour.
So
13 something.
They hold what,
Crazy.
4 events a year?
No, so this one's it's very confusing. So we don't really know. Some events are put together by businesses, some by the government, where they won't tell us what this person's going to do.
So if he puts together one event, then he just got $50,000 for that.
You should apply for the job, man.
That's what. Hey, listen, check this out. I'm gonna take 22,000, and I put together 4 events a year. You know what I'm saying?
Giving him a bargain.
Yeah.
So
and then you got to donate the other. Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
So your man's right here, Adam Kidd.
Man,
So tied you in. Smooth right there.
No, what I 100% saying, and this is what everybody did a great job on. We didn't get everybody to sign the petition. Of course we did. But everybody wanted more information, and so do I. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Tell me what my money's going to go towards.
Show us where the money went.
That's it. That's what we want right there. And show me that you can do a better job than I can because you're doing my job for me. And I don't really like that.
Yeah.
That's my job, is to run my business, not yours. I don't need you to market me.
Right.
I don't need you to do my events. Man, like, that's what we do in town.
I want to know why they keep putting up playgrounds at College Park. That's what I want to know. How you spend
$1 million.
$1 million on a blue playground at College
Have
Park?
you not seen it?
No.
Oh my God!
Man, it's a palace.
Oh my God! There was nothing wrong with the last one. Nothing.
It's up on top of the hill.
On top of the hill.
Yeah.
They could have took $8 million and dug a hole in the ground.
So College Park got another, but we can't get a community pool?
Man, listen.
Man, that's crazy.
And then College Park swimming pool closed at 4 o'clock. When the kids get out of school, College Park gym is closed.
Our pool was open from 11 to 4.
Yeah.
Doing the hottest, when it's hot outside. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, do you think the petition is going to get some doors kicked down, or?
Man, that's out of my hands now. So the whole point of a petition is, man, that's the community's voice.
Right.
I brought it to them. I did my best. We got ignored as a community, as 300 people.
You know who gets stuff done?
Who?
The LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
They get stuff done. Hey, listen, if y'all watching, we need y'all. You understand? We need y'all to go uptown and make some noise.
I don't think that's gonna work. How you ask them right there, you're gonna have to do it at a little better. Cause see, right now, when you ask them like it, they're not gonna. It's like you plotting.
Nah, I just need their help.
I will say that this is the first year that the downtown showed that they stood by that community after years of getting run over top of with the pride flags. This was the first year that Winchester did anything like that. That's been going on.
What, they hung up pride flags downtown?
Yeah, 30 years in Lexington they've been doing that, but this is Winchester's first year.
That's a touchy subject.
Man, you're talking about touchy.
Yeah. That's a touchy subject.
I just put the pitchforks and torches out.
So tonight our conversation in the trap is, what is the solution to the problem? But first, let's figure out, what is the problem? Is the problem the people? That's the powers that be. Is the problem the community not stepping up, speaking out, using their voice? What is the problem, and how do we come up with a solution?
The problem's fear. That we've got a group of people, old, young, black, white, all the way in between, that are afraid of new things. Every time I ever bring something new to the table, we get well, we've always done it this way. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not from here. I get all those excuses about why we can't have something great.
Yeah.
People are afraid.
Scared.
Yeah. And it's going to take courage.
I think what a lot of people, not the community, but quote unquote powers to be, are afraid of is if me and you start something and it works out, and their name ain't on it,
They won't get the credit for it.
They won't get the credit for it.
They ain't worried about no money.
They ain't worried about it. They want the pat on the back. Yeah, so they can use that in the next upcoming election. Well, look what I did. You know what I'm saying?
You mean get one of those little trophies that they get? And
I forgot who it was. They come through the Labor Day parade. They was shaking hands and asking people for their vote. I stopped and I asked him, I was like, man, so what are y'all going to do for the community? He looks at me and says, Bo Harris has got a community center on Main Street. What the hell does Bo Harris have to do with what you supposed to do as a leader, as an elected leader?
Are you trying to say that
what was the guy running for?
I think it was commissioner or representative or something. I don't know exactly what he was running for. He was just walking through the Labor Day parade, shaking hands, talking about vote for me, passing out candy and cards. Like, dude, I've never seen you in my life. Ever.
I wonder if Bo Harris has ever seen him before.
And Bo be up there in them people's face. They gonna, he's another one. They gonna kill him too. They kind of hit out on us. Listen, Adam is a guest. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's good in the black community.
Hey, yeah.
You good with us.
Man, I 100%. I think you're on it. I think one of the big things that they're most afraid of me is that one of my absolutely crazy to them ideas is actually going to work one time.
Yeah.
And then all these times that they've been making fun of me at the dinner table and all that stuff, man, they're going to look stupid.
Yeah.
Because my ideas aren't crazy. They work everywhere else. It's common sense everywhere else. It's just crazy here.
It's like the Twilight Zone around here.
So why would we invest in the young people? Man, I need to get in the nursing home business, I think is what it is.
Yeah, something. They making their money somewhere because it ain't downtown.
Insure.
Yeah.
The little old people drinks?
Yeah.
That's it, man.
One thing I know is there's nothing to do here, but the drug use rate is through the roof, and the death rate is crazy.
That's why.
So I don't understand. You're giving all these police money, and the budget for them is sky high, but like, is the death rate coming down? I don't believe so. So like, why not put something up for a person to go do? If you can keep a person from getting high for 1 hour, you might save their life. So if you put something up like that skate park, if a guy says, you know what, I'm going to take my nephew down here to the skate park for a couple of hours, then take him out somewhere to get something to eat, you might have just saved that guy's life for 2 hours by him saying, you know what, I'm going to go get high because I ain't got nothing else to do.
They put pain clinics down here. It's the way drugs can be stopped.
It's the dollar.
They can find Osama bin Laden in the hillside in a country that we've never fucking been to. But they can't stop drugs. The reason they can't stop drugs.
We know why.
Yeah, the reason we can't stop drugs is because it's a money racket.
Man, I think you got it right there, Sega. So like, you're sitting at home and you're a kid. This is a no-brainer. It's common sense. And you got a choice. You can go out and do something fun, right? If you can do that, but here you can't. Or you can get high. Well, there's nothing else to do.
Right.
Or you're just going to sit there and stare at the wall. No, you're not going to stare at the wall. That's
Because
stupid.
then they're going to put drugs in you anyway, so you crazy.
So, like, man, it's common sense. Like, how do we fix the drug problem with kids? We give them something to do that's not doing drugs.
Right.
Boom, problem solved. Like, invest in the kids. I always say, like, the best ideas come from young people anyway. Just ask the kids, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want? And let's just do that.
Yeah.
That's why Bo's killing it down there.
Absolutely.
Man, he's awesome. Absolutely. I'm so glad the kids have got a spot to go do something. Because that's what we need. We need 10 more. We need a skate park downtown, man. We need a pool. We need another library. Whatever it takes, man. Let's get it.
They're not going to do it, man. And I went to a Main Street meeting probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I told him, there's a guy up there, he owns a antique furniture shop or whatever. And I was telling him, you know, the way to generate more money is to bring kids out. And he was like, well, kids don't buy antiques. Kids don't buy furniture. No, duh. But their moms do.
And
their dads do. Their grandparents do. So if you got an arcade game over here and you can leave your kids over here for hours on end, then you can walk up and down Main Street and shop and eat and drink and do all of that good stuff. And then come back and get your kids to go home.
Because nobody's going to bring their kids to an antique shop when there's nothing for the kids to do, because all they're going to do is scream and yell and fuss and be bored.
My kids is going to tear up stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, they're going to be in there with their feet on the white plush. They're going to tear it up.
At the end of the day, it's important, and they're going to like me. I'm going to do something that they do like. Man, this right here is not the city's problem. Man, this is our problem.
Yeah.
Man, we got to get together, and we've got to do these businesses. We've got to fix these problems. You can't ask the city to open an arcade. That's not what they do. They're supposed to be paving roads.
Right.
They got a lot to do.
Right.
That they should do.
Right.
So we together as a community need to fix some of that
well,
stuff.
Well, would the city put one of us in charge and pay us $50,000 a year to make sure this stuff is running right?
I don't know, man. You should apply with me. I'm going to.
Got a job. Be dry. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you $20,000. You'll be my assistant. I'm gonna be their assistant, and then they can be somebody else's assistant. We'll all just assist.
Boom. There we go.
You get paid.
There we go.
So, this has been another episode of Conversations in the Track. You got a lot of gems here tonight. So, you going to keep complaining about restaurants, or you going to end up going to, what is it, Tuesday nights?
Tuesday, city commission meetings.
City commission meetings.
Every other Tuesday.
Or message me. These guys know how to get a hold of me. Come find me. Man, I'll go with you. We'll sit together.
We going.
Yeah, absolutely. Every
We gonna be
Tuesday,
in
we
there
can get some
Tuesday.
popcorn. We can sit in the back and we can hang out.
I'm definitely going. City gonna hate me. I'm be up early.
Name the city commissioners.
We got Hannah Toole. Thumbs up. We got Shannon Cox. Everybody knows Shannon?
That's who you said told you in Lowe's.
Man.
He's about right here.
Shannon Cox.
Shannon Cox gonna have to answer for that. I'm gonna be in his emails.
No, he told me that.
Yeah,
He told me that.
We got Shannon Cox. We got Kenny Book coming back for round 3 or something. Kenny Book. We got Miss Kitty Strode. And we've got, is that everybody? I think so. And then we got our new mayor, Joellen Reed. And so, like I said, I'm not going to give any commentary whatsoever. It's a new group, new year. I really am hoping them the best.
You gotta show us something.
Yeah, I think I will give them a chance. I'm not going to get on a dog.
We gonna rally behind y'all, but you gotta show us something.
Yeah, that's it. We give them positive attitude, give them a chance to do something good. We tell them what we want to do.
Yeah.
And let's let them make it happen.
If not, I'm gonna be at every high school graduation telling these kids that y'all ain't worth their time. Vote them out.
Hey man, thanks for coming joining us
Yeah,
tonight.
man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
We will do another show. I appreciate you, for helping
Yes,
co-host.
I'll wear the hat next time.
All right, I'm gonna definitely have to put one on.
GP Life. Go and get your shirts. GP.com.
See, left his name on this time. Conversations in the Track.